Power with women. How does one gain power over women, and how does he attain control over them? I myself used to search about this stuff, and today many men are doing the same as well. They look for ways or behaviors and other stuff to help them with this concern. And what people don't understand is that you gain control over women when you have control over yourself. That's the exact recipe for power with women. It takes many people some time to get this in their head, but that's ultimately what they are required to do to gain the control over others. Now let's talk about why having control over yourself helps with getting control over others. See, when you don't have control over yourself, someone else has, and in these times, it is the social media and other people. When you don't reign over yourself, someone else grabs and holds your reign. And women like men who aren't controlled by others, as it radiates the masculine energy as well. If a man can be controlled and manipulated easily, he cannot be a high-value and masculine man. So you decide for yourself if you should or should not attain control over yourself and bring discipline in your life. When you are uncontrollable and cannot be manipulated, you become highly attractive to women. So let's talk about the 5 traits that help you to do so. Number 1. Become non-reactive. Now, what do I mean when I tell you to become non-reactive? See, this is also one of the tests that women give men to be assured that they are with the right guy. And so what a woman might do is that she will criticize you gently, like maybe she will tell you that short hair would look much better on you. With this, she is most likely testing you for any insecurities. And if you become reactive to it and act out of emotions and try to assure her that you have some reasons for it, or tell her that you are just trying it out to see if it suits you, you will appear to be weaker and will show that you can be easily manipulated and controlled. What you should instead respond with to a critique like this is to thank her for her advice and move on from it. You will appear to be strong and uncontrollable. Similarly, when you respond to her quickly, even when she makes you wait for her replies, even when you know that you shouldn't reply instantly, she will assume control over you. And so when you start giving reasons for every life choice of yours as well, you essentially are manipulated and appear weak with no confidence in yourself. That is because you cannot control your reactions and emotions. You should master your emotions and reactions. It is not that you don't know if you should react or not at this point. You obviously can tell what the right thing to do is, but you cannot act on it because of the lack of control over yourself. Number 2. Don't fear losing her. For the second trait, we will talk about becoming fearless to the possibility of losing her. Lacking this trait is one of the biggest reasons you lose control over yourself, and so you actions as well. How does the fear of losing her make you lose control? See, when you start being afraid of losing her, you perform actions while fearing what she might think about them. So when you do anything, you fear and start thinking stuff like, will she be angry about this? Will it make her lose interest in me? I hope she doesn't cheat on me, and so on and so forth. You become less of yourself and more of what she expects of you. It makes you unoriginal, and you lose your real personality. This is actually what turns women off. When you are not yourself, you become unattractive, and she might even leave you for this. You should know that you have this fear when you constantly text her to see if she replies quicker or later, and if she still has interest in you. You can't help but try to not offend her with every action of yours. It makes you weak, and you stop doing what you deem is right as well. It is extremely unhealthy. Sometimes you make decisions that are necessary for the good of both you and her. And when you start fearing losing her, you will stop making such decisions, as well as you sometimes have to do stuff that she might not deem right, but is for the good of you both. And so when you become fearless in this regard, you enable yourself to become the one to have the lead and make the necessary decisions. Number 3. Don't rely on her as your only source of happiness. Number 3 is making her only addition to your happiness and not the only source of it. When you think of her to be the only one who can make you happy, it will keep you from doing other things that you love in your life. You will end up canceling your plans with your friends and loved ones just to accommodate a night out with her. This means that you are willing to cancel anything you might have scheduled so you can be with her. There's a difference between making her happy and being overly available for her. It's actually unattractive of you, as she will think that you are at her command and don't have any goals in your life to work towards. It is not about acting as if you don't like her or don't have the time for her, but the discipline. You should not be canceling plans or bailing out on others when she asks you for a night out. Number 4. Being comfortable with the negative outcomes. You must already know that not everything works out in your life the way you think it would. The same is true for everything else in life. There are always the possibilities of things not working out your way. It is simply a reality that one must accept to move forward with life. And so in dating life, there is always the possibility of being rejected, being cheated on, being left by her. And so would you just stop asking a girl because there's the possibility of being rejected? Will you stop dating because of the possibility of being left or being cheated by a girl? I think not. One must be aware of it all the time. I'm not telling you to simply expect the same from every girl, but that you should be ready for everything mentally. You didn't stop learning to ride a bike because there was a possibility of you getting hurt, did you? And so one of the consequences of not accepting is that you try to secure everything. You might instantly even ask a girl you just started dating to marry you just because there was a possibility of losing her. What that will do is that you might not even know her, and when you find out that she isn't the one for you, you will already have married her. Number 5. Having the abundance mentality. One of the reasons men are afraid of losing women is because women have a lot of options. See, the same can be true for men if they become high value and masculine, so they attract a lot of women as well. See, one of the reasons that many men fear losing women is because of the fact that women generally have a lot of options. Now, if a man also has 4 to 5 girls sitting in his DMs waiting for his replies and he doesn't, he will be more comfortable with the girl he is dating at the moment. He will know that if she happens to cheat on him and leave her, he doesn't have any lack of women. He will become fearless and strong. He will become uncontrollable, and it will keep him from acting needy. Being needy is one of the biggest turn-offs for women. You become powerless when you have a scarcity mindset. Now that you know the traits that you must possess in order to have power with women, you can go ahead and assess yourself in that regard. This is it for today, guys. Really hope you got your answers from this video. If you found this video to be helpful, be sure to hit that like button. You can share it with your friends who you think can make a use of this advice as well. Also hit the subscribe button and make sure to turn on the notification bell so you do not miss out on the future helpful videos like this. You can also check out our channel to find more of such helpful content to help you in your journey as a man. See you in another video with more amazing content.